Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents, you know what it is, Collectors Lounge International. And I'm so happy to be here. After last night, I didn't think I was going to be here. I got stomped out by the whole flock of deer that were looking for some food. But I have made it here. So glad to be here with everybody. Hope you're having a great afternoon, great evening, great morning, wherever you are. So glad you're here with us. It's going to be a great discussion today. As always, Sunday Funday. And we got a stacked panel. We got some OGs, some legends in the building. And we got one guy who I call him the Hugh Grant of collecting. So glad to have him here with us. Seemed laughing, but the shit's true. But anyway, thank you guys for me. And why don't we just introduce everybody one by one? We're just going to basically do that. What's today? The 21st? It's the 22nd. Damn, I think I lost the bet, but we're going to talk about that.
I think everybody lost. Everybody lost.
Dan lost the fucking bet. But anyway, let's just bring everybody in here one by one. And speaking of Hugh Grant of collecting, we got Al in the building. What is going on with you, brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good to be back.
So good to have you here, and I'm loving that display you have back there. Loving your photos as always.
Thank you.
You're killing it. You're really killing it in the community, man. We are embracing that. So glad to have you here with us. This is your evening time, right?
Yeah, it's like 5 p.m.
Okay. So definitely your evening time. So
is that an InArt Joker?
Right there, back there, right? Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Damn, we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. Next up, we got my cousin Cam. Damn, lost the damn bet, bro. Come on, man. Why can't
it's okay, man. It's okay.
Can you
it's okay.
help her induce that labor, bro? Come on.
Nah, it's a
no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not gonna get into that. Let's talk about
there are things you can do
about everything else. Let's talk about everything else. Yeah, man. So we'll see how it goes. But right now, this baby is like, she's having a good time. She doesn't want to get out at all at this point. But yeah, man, finally hit 300 subscribers. Milestone mark. Thank you guys out there.
Let's
Congrats,
go.
Cam.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We still got some time to get you. It's more. We're gonna get you up there.
Oh yeah,
more.
for sure.
So let's go,
for sure.
Always, always a pleasure. Next up, we got one of the smoothest cats in the building. I can't say it enough. What's going on, Shane? What's going on?
The space.
Hold up.
The space is ready.
Hold up. What was so Bane was there, right? And he's gone. Like Bane is not around anymore.
Yeah, just before he left, he said, "Now you have my permission to buy." So
you sold it all. Hey.
Do you know that character? Any Wire fans here? I think it's Clay Davis, the guy who says "shit" on the wire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw Alan and I saw that casual InArt Joker behind him.
He was like,
What a character.
Straight up, man. So good to have you here, brother. As always. And last but not least, we got the extraordinary debonair himself, Mr. Mustache all day. Rich, what is going on with you, bro?
All is good, brother. Thank you very much. Great intro as always. No, I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. So
Yeah.
I'm good. I actually picked up 2 really good deals. I'll show you quickly.
Uh-oh.
This, you can see on the camera, yeah. Look at that.
Yo.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's just the cowl, right?
It's a cowl. And that one, look at that one. That's the Dark Knight Returns one.
Hell yeah.
They were reduced from £40 each to 8. So I got them both for £8 each. So I got an absolute deal.
Wow.
So yeah, they're really nice. I'm looking to get them displayed and stuff. So it's coming along in the cave. So all's good.
Yeah.
Bloody freezing here though, so we're all right.
Trust me, I know, bro. It is. Yeah, I think it's freezing all over the land right now. With everybody, bro.
Frosty but lovely.
Definitely frosty but lovely. But definitely so glad to have you here with us, brother. As always, it's so glad to have you guys out there. Everybody out in the chat. It's definitely going to be a decent discussion. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, Thule, for that, man. Hit that like button while you're tuning in. Now I know there's gonna be the butt of all jokes. We got Shiny coming through Leo the other day. Funny. Oh shit, that's exactly the way it was. That's how it is, man. Thank you for having here. Thank you for being here as always. Who else we got in the building? Larry Walker. We got William Owens. Of course, we got Thule. We got my bro Calvin Williams is in the building. He's like, yo, what's up, everyone? Top of the morning, coming from cold ass Denver, Colorado. I believe that, bro. Yeah, Denver right now. Yeah, wouldn't want to be there. I'm telling you, it's freezing. What do we out? Who else we got in here? Windman 42, as always. We got the amazing Renz Talentino. He said get Cam to 1K. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna get him there, definitely. Louis Labitz is in the building. Pop Culture Living Room is in here. Congrats, Cam. We got AJ Agrusa, Agent Silver Fox. We got Tyria, some guy. Empire Strikes Again. Ha 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 ha. The vegan getting stomped by a deer. The irony. Shut up. Anyway, what
a great way to die.
I'm curious, collection. What's your favorite emoji? You pop in. You fucking.
That's like nice.
Yeah. We got DT Art, man. Mr. Mom's Collectibles, man. Thank you for being here this morning, bro. Let me see. Louis Labitz. Who else? Light Walker. Blitz 0065 is in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always. We got Machiavelli the Don in here. Thank you for being here, bro. And yeah, and you know, we have more people that are actually going to be spouting through. Make sure when you come through, you hit that like button on your way in. Swoosh 616. Thank you for being here as well. And I am Carter, as always. Thank you for being here, man. It is what it is. Let me see here. With the announcement of Bane, I had to get that DX19. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And definitely we're gonna have that discussion because it deserves a discussion. You know, once we get into it. But I want to go in a sequence of things. I mean, because again, we're definitely gonna have that discussion, but I want to kind of go into a sequence of what was released you know, first, and the things that, now mind you, if you saw the thumbnail, and then there were only 4 left basically from the slate of figures that we are supposed to be getting from Hot Toys. Mind you, I think today is the Chinese New Year just began.
Yeah, it's today.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can still possibly get more. Or do you think that, you know, again, I mean, I'm not even, I don't know this offhand. I can't really say what's going to happen, but I do know that, I mean, yeah, it is Chinese New Year, and I'm not sure that we will get anything else, or if they might actually just have it planned and scheduled ahead.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rich?
I remember Joel saying something that they usually announce something on the new on the New Year's Day. So I don't know if that falls on today or it falls on tomorrow. But he said they always schedule something really big.
Yeah,
so they've got something in the tank ready to go, but I'm not too sure. It'd be awesome. It'd be cool.
They might have something in the top, and that'd be interesting if we can, you know, kind of get that. I'm hoping we can actually see it. But what I want to bring up first, again, because we're going in the order of releases and the things that we actually saw. One that I'm diehard excited for. I think it might be safe to say there's only 2 of us on this panel right now that are getting this figure. But yeah, yeah. I mean, Sam Wilson Cap. I mean, this is what I'm calling right now for me. Just off of everything that I've seen, people who have actually gotten it in hand. Mine should be here within the next few days. It's got to wait and see. But just for me, now this is my own personal preference, and I'll always do this because, like I said, if it's a figure that I've been anticipating, it is right now my figure of the year, because I've been waiting for it, and I think they exceeded all my expectations, and I love it. Cam, I'm gonna start with you first, bro. Now, number one, I know you're getting this, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I have been like holding out on a lot of figures that I hadn't gotten this year, but this one is one I cannot skip out on 100%. So I actually really like the show, and I'm excited to see what happens in Captain America: New World Order. following the events of this. So
apparently.
so like I'm excited to see, what type of variation of Sam Wilson Captain America we're gonna get after being Captain America for a little bit of time. So, but just to go off of this suit, I mean, the super vibrant colors. I think you told me that the shield actually has a magnet on the back of it.
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't. No, I thought it did, and it doesn't. No, it has a clamp. So basically,
so it's like
goes on the back,
like the little lock-on one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still good. Still good regardless. I love the wing articulation on this one. We've seen some wild photos this week from Figure Focus that about the posing with the Winter Soldier. I won't be showing my figures necessarily that way, but they still will look really good together as two pieces.
I was wondering, what is he? And then, I heard Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I'll have them next to each other, not behind each other.
Yeah.
I'm like,
not inside of each other.
No. even worse. So but I'm super excited about this one. They honestly nailed the head sculpt, and it was exactly what we saw as the prototype. I think from the early release photos from JC. So super excited that they stuck with that original version, and I'm excited to bring it home, man. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, definitely. Alan, I know in the group you were basically excited about this piece. You were like, damn, it looks good. What's your thoughts on it? And could you see something like this potentially in your collection? I know like you don't really collect a lot of Marvel, is that correct?
I've got a fair bit, yeah. I think I've got more Marvel than DC, to be fair.
Oh, gotcha. Here we go.
But I've got two more details over there, and the Marvel stuff's kind of there, and the DC stuff's more up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd love to get it. Like the portrait looks great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to display it with the wings, like splayed out, because I don't have the room. But I'd really want to, because it's just it just looks great. It's so great, isn't it?
Yeah. And I would love to see your photography on something like this, bro. Like I really would. And here's the thing, like, because Kiko got this piece and he actually folded the wings and actually put it in his detail.
It looks
And
amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like kind of like
He folded
that one I
it
said,
over the body, and it looks fantastic. Like it looks amazing. So
it is great, man. It is really, really great looking.
yeah,
I would definitely spring for this.
It does look good, man. Like I again, something that I could not wait. I again was anticipating, just when it was going to get released. I was afraid it wasn't going to get released before Chinese New Year, and they did it, and it came out fantastic. Shane, your thoughts on this piece, bro?
I think they nailed it. I think they absolutely nailed it. You know that I've yet to pre-order a figure from any of the Marvel TV shows. I just don't tend to go back to them. So this is something I wasn't going to get, but out of all of the figures, the pre-orders that went up from all of the Marvel TV shows, from WandaVision, from Loki, from Falcon, from Hawkeye, everything, this is the most tempting. I think it looks better as a figure than it did in the show. It's like reminiscent of the color code that it had in the comics, I believe. I know one thing. If I was getting this, as much as I have details, it would not be going into detail. I like floating shelves. There's a lot to be said because you're not restricted by anything. You're not restricted from the. I know this will fit in a modular case, but you're not restricted by anything on the left and the right. You're not restricted by any sort of walls. You can just pop it up there and have the wingspan open. Like all of these, I think this has to be posed with the wings and just like give it the space if you have it. I think they've nailed the head sculpt as well. I really, 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 really like this. It's just going to pop on the shelf. The wings, the head sculpt, the shield. Yeah, like this was a hard one to say no to. But I'll tell you what's going to happen.
What?
When Captain America 4 comes out, and if it goes well, he's going to get some sort of an upgrade. They're obviously going to do like a Sam Wilson Captain America from the show. And what's going to happen is the hype is going to spike. You're going to see it now with the Bucky that a lot of people didn't want. They'll want to pair them. So people are going to buy the Bucky. And then when Captain America 4 comes out, and if they announce a new one, people are like, oh, they'll get itchy feet. And they'll be looking for this one. This. I just think this looks amazing. It's just not for me.
Yeah, definitely, man. Again, amazing piece. Color palette is on point. Comic accurate. And that's the thing is like looking for that level of accuracy was the thing for me. And I think it's definitely they look at that right there. That picture looks so good, bro. Like I love it.
Yeah, it does.
There's so much that could have gone wrong with this. The heads could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
They could have given you wings that didn't articulate, but they said, no, we're going to do this right. And I think that's the consistency thing that is kind of sometimes frustrating with them, because I think they've knocked this out of the park. There's a lot that could have gone wrong and it didn't.
Yeah, it's a lot that could have, but I think they nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. I can't. The thing is, it's like I'm like, yo, like you got this right? You did this, and I think around the same time or a little bit afterwards, we got the announcement or even the release of. I mean, if they could have did this with the Golden Armor Wonder Woman, they could have.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been there, and I think that would have been incredible if they'd have did that. You know, and even took that figure over the top even more. But yeah, it definitely looks good. Rich, your thoughts on this piece, bro?
This is fun. I don't want to echo everything what everybody else said, but I very much agree with what Shane said about the shows. I've never really bothered with getting any figures from those. I'm more DC now in my collection. I have to slim down quite a bit of my Marvel because of space, budget, etc. to kind of allocate what I want to do. This is the one that's really bad, being honest with you, because this is, I hate the G word in it, but this is a future grail.
Yeah, it is.
This is the kind of stuff, and we'll talk something else in a bit. This is what the type of quality you should be expecting with everything back from now.
Rich, you sound a little bit like Max Headroom right now, bro.
Do I? Am I burning up?
It sounds like you're in the Matrix, brother.
It does sound like you're in the Matrix.
I dropped some bombs as well. Can you hear me all right now? Is that all right?
What'd you say? But keep going. Johnson.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you still sound like Max Headroom, bro.
Shit.
Kind of
Go
in
back
and
out
out
and
a
come
little
back
bit.
in again.
Yeah, come out.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll come back.
Well, you sound a little bit better now. Try to come
good.
back in.
Yeah, it sounded good. Oh, there you
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. But I mean, from what he's saying, like one of the biggest things that he did say is this could possibly be future Grail.
I mean, sorry to interrupt, but like looking at the image now, like Wonder Woman in the golden armor does that pose quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In
she does.
And they could have used the same tech. Obviously, they've developed it for this. Maybe it was to do with the paint, like the gold paint, the gold chip in and things like that. But imagine like Wonder Woman in that pose. That would have been sick.
That would have been sick, bro. Like, because this was the pose that she was in when she was
very
shot at.
defensive.
Exactly, and it looks so good. It would look so well like this. But anyway, Rich, continue. Sorry about that. You sound better.
I don't know how far I got, but basically this is a game. This is amazing. I love seeing this for this particular character as well, because this is the next phase in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and there's going to be a hell of a lot with everything that's coming up with Captain America and the new one, World Order, but also ties into a lot of the other stuff that's going to be coming up, what I've read about, and Secret Wars and all this kind of stuff like this. He's going to play a massive part in the MCU, and this is the time where if you're going to get a Falcon, this is the time now. I love this. I am tempted, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to hold off for a little bit though, but this is out of all the stuff that's come out of late, that's Marvel, this is the only one that I think I would get. Definitely. It's fantastic. It's really amazing.
Definitely a piece. I mean, again, like we all have like our anticipated figures, and this was definitely by far mine. And on top of that, you get Red Wing with this piece. So definitely I love it. It's all in. I mean, look at that ground pound pose.
What's the price on this?
I forget what I got it for. Because I got it through
Sorry, the who? Who was that? You said.
But it's. I mean, this in theory could have been with the amount of technology and innovation they put into it. This could have been a £400 figure. it could be, because you expect that for that level of it. I mean, look at that picture. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. That is fantastic. The head sculpt, everything about it looks amazing. Kiko did some really good pictures so far with it, and it looks fantastic. And this is I think the only thing I would say, everybody who I've seen, including Jeddah's video, have included it with a really cool base from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been cool if we'd have got something better than what the base that they've got now. But that's beggars can't be choosers. Do you know what I mean? It's like if that's the only complaint anyone's ever got, then they've done a damn good job. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely doing a good job.
If that's
what
we're
gonna say.
I was going to say there's one particular blogger image using the I think it's the Iron Man base, and he's kind of on top of it.
This is it.
And he kind of it looks like a statue. Do you know what I mean? It's just like this one long kind of. I can't really explain it.
If you this is the one that Kiko put on earlier, and it's amazing. So that's the Captain America Civil War base. I think so I think it looks amazing. And that's in the D-top as well. So that's for everybody who was worrying about if we're going to fit.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Leah.
Yep.
Sorry, where did you say you got it from?
Oh God, Shane's going green. Shane's going green. He's going off. Quick video.
Just for the lads.
Yo.
I hope you don't get copyright for that.
That was really good.
You didn't play it for a long time, so you good. Yo, that was funny. But anyway,
I'm bringing that sound clip to London with us.
So if you can see that,
you should.
Let me see. Let me bring you in, Alan.
Sorry, guys. It's that one. I think they're using the Mark 46 base, and that looks like a statue.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think that's actually here. It's on. Let me pull it up.
Oh, that man.
Yeah, here it is. I pull it up. You see it?
Mm-mm.
Hold up. Let me bring it in, Alan. I'm gonna pull it up for real quick.
Guys.
Yeah. This is the one.
Yeah. That could be a statue.
That could. Like
statue,
it looks like a statue. Like that would be so dope. Like if they could include that. So I don't know. I again, like I said, it's there's always. I mean, where there's greatness, there's always missed opportunities that they could have taken to take it over the top even more, and they didn't. But it is what it is. I mean, for all intents and purposes, like I said, it's still amazing. That wingspan looks good. The color palette looks great. I cannot wait to have it. And I have the Bucky. I will not be pulling off that pose that we saw with saying that shit was fucking funny, but I'm not going to do that one. But so definitely we get to that in a minute. I'm going to pull this one up next because I know there will be some people that will get this particular piece. Alan, I'm going to start with you first. Now, do you have anything from the Arkham line?
No.
You don't?
No.
Nothing.
No, I don't know what it is about the Arkham stuff. I'm not a massive fan of the design, designs that they used. I don't know why. I've just never gelled with it. But this is really impressive, to be fair. If I was going to get any, look at that. That's so cool. But I didn't play the particular DLC that this is from, which is a shame. But yeah, it's such a great looking piece.
This is from Origins. This one.
Yeah. It's so cool. I mean, even the kind of like the what would you call them? The kind of heat, the kind of orange bits that look like something in a toaster. So cool.
Yeah, the design is really, really dope on this piece. The armor, it's a hefty boy. It's definitely a big boy. And you could tell, like, that body, it's going to be weighted with the armor and everything, especially. So, I don't know. Rich, is this something that you think about getting, bro?
Yes. I actually have a custom-made Batarang here, which is, I got this when a buddy of mine sold me a figure. This is the one from the game.
Let me bring it in. Rich, you're a Batman fan much?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, this is really cool, and it's like it's really sharp and stuff as well. It's it's really nice. But yeah, so I will be getting this. I had the Batman Beyond one before, and I really like that. I really like the design of it. The faceplate kept coming off though, so I ended up selling it. But this particular one, I think I mentioned it before on a previous stream. I almost bought the Prime one version of this, which, if you ever get the opportunity to see that in person, is another level. It's just ridiculous. When they announced this straight away, I said yes. And I would love to see a Mr. Freeze in this line as well, because I would get that. Because again, I almost got that in Prime one. I was going to get a little corner setup of those two together. But it would have been so expensive. So I have got this on pre-order. I went with the exclusive version, which basically has 2 pieces of plastic paper on it with it. It was not really that much difference with it. It looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to getting this one. The base looks fantastic. It just looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting it through. Yeah, it really pops. It really pops. And I was hoping for him to be slightly taller because he's the same height as other Arkham ones, but it just makes sense for him to be the same height because he's just a suit on top of a suit. So I love these games. I did not play Gotham Knights, the latest one, because apparently it's not very good. But this particular one is great, and the fight with Mr. Freeze is awesome in this suit.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Yeah.
This looks like this one actually looks like a steal from the game because there was a cutaway where he actually is walking just like this. You know what I mean? So that's definitely phenomenal. Shane,
amazing.
Something that you can see in your collection, or you like, nah?
No, for me, like it's nothing to do with the design. It's an easy pass because I'm just not a big gamer. And it's the same reason I don't go for any of the Spider-Man games that came from the Spider-Man figures that came from the Spider-Man game. They all look great, but I just like, I've struggled to pick and choose what I want from the MCU. So no, the kind of things like usually 99% of the time, if it's from a game, my wallet is safe. So, but yeah, it looks cool. It's beefy. It's different, and I'm happy for the people that are, big fans of the game or just big fans of that different kind of Arkham style.
Yeah. So definitely. I mean, I have right now 3 figures from the Arkham line. I have Harley, I have Batgirl, and I have the Batman Beyond. That Batman Beyond, that piece is phenomenal to have in your collection.
It's amazing.
It is.
Did you have the same issue with the faceplate though, with the mouth?
With the magnet? Yes.
Yes.
Because I had to glue the magnet into the faceplate so it didn't come off and detach itself. So I think everybody who got that figure had that same problem. But I mean, it wasn't really too much of a hard situation. I got it. No. It's fixed. It's perfect. And the thing is, like, I had at first when they released it, I was like, I knew I liked it, but I didn't know if I was going to get it in my collection. I'm so glad I did. Because it's a phenomenal piece, bulky. I actually did Take Your Position, a video that I didn't release. I should have released it, but when you have 2 of the smartest individuals in both IPs, him and Iron Man, going up against each other. Cool. So it's definitely one that I think I'm gonna revisit and release. Everybody out there to chat, if you want me to release that video, let me know.
You should definitely do that
because it definitely is a Take Your Position. I loved it. I had fun doing it. I just didn't release it because I had so much stuff that had going on. But I'm gonna go back and release it. But yeah, this piece definitely is amazing. Cam, again, you're more so a Marvel cat, so I know this is a pass, but your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Yeah, I think it looks great. It is basically a duplicate of what we saw in the Arkham Origins game. I got a chance to play all the games, the Origins, Asylum, City, and Night. So all of them were really good. I love the walkthrough type games. But for me, it just wouldn't have a place, or didn't really resonate with me enough to be able to put it in my collection, honestly. But I think it's going to be an amazing piece to add to anybody's collection who really loves going hard on this Arkham line. So hopefully we'll get more figures. I know people were talking about, hey, maybe we'll get a Mr. Freeze. That'd be something cool to also add to this if they're doing this one off. Maybe that'd be a good pairing piece to go with it, though. But speaking of walking through games, cannot wait for episode number 2 of Last of Us tonight. So
please no spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just excited.
Ooh, you've been playing the game, bro? Because
because I played part 1 when it first came out, and I played part 2 and finished it too. So I'm just going back and revisiting the game now and stuff. So just something to do in the idle time. So it's cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I can't wait for the night, man. It's gonna be a dope movie.
It's gonna be good.
A dope show. But yeah, the first episode was dope. Second episode, I can't wait for. So yeah, Rich, come on, man, you gotta hurry up. Anyway,
damn good television.
Oh yeah, well the missus doesn't like zombie stuff, so I have to watch it when she's not in the room.
Okay, I got you.
See, my lady is tapped though. She's tapped all the way in. See, the thing is, but she hasn't played the game, so right now it's just like the first episode was slow for her. She's like, okay, I'll she because just like everybody else when they saw it, and Rich, when you played the game, right, Rich?
I started it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna start getting back into it.
So when you see the first episode, the daughter, they kind of capture her as if she's the star. Is going to be a star of the show, and how they did it was so well done. So when you see it, and that's just the way my girl was. She thought that she was going to be, and that's Sandy Newton's daughter.
Is it? Oh,
yeah. So basically, they thought that she was going to be the lead, but So definitely, it's going to be exciting. So I can't wait. But anyway, everybody out there, tell me if you're going to get your hands on this piece, if it's something that you are excited about. I know a few people are. I know I'll eventually get it, but I probably won't get it until after I come back from London, because that's mainly focus right now. Like I can't do this shit. I gotta save the money. You know what I mean? Because I know Shane's gonna try to get me drunk. So let's
we drunk on a shandy. You will.
we call you a cheap date, like isn't it? Like, that's just like it's like one drink, it's cool. It's cool.
I'll give you try to give you a Chardonnay and be like,
See, I knew I was gonna start picking up my ass, man. I already know how that was. I wanted to pull this up real quick. I want to watch this. Let me kind of mute it now. But this mainly because I wanted to just show how they were talking about new silicone body on this piece. Just letting everybody know that it's a newly a tailored body. The head sculpt is good. They were talking about again, it's going to move around. Well, I did get a chance to see a couple of videos on it. And the thing is, I'm pulling this up now because of the level of innovation, that we're starting to see with them. And, because of InArt, we got to thank InArt for what they've done. Because they have pushed that needle forward. We're making sure that we do get this certain level of innovation, with figures like that. So I can't wait for this. I know this is something, I don't know, Alan, are you getting this piece, man?
Yeah.
You're getting this as well. Yeah.
100%. At some point, I was saying to Shane the other day, I'm thinking of replacing the Justice League version with this.
With this one, That's what I'm gonna do. That's definitely what I'm gonna do.
Looks like the body just looks so much better. It's she's got. I think the Justice League version was too thin. Yeah, like the arms are quite thin.
Yeah,
she looks a bit more Amazonian, I think.
Yeah, more defined.
You know what I mean?
It looks really good. I like that, and the hair moves with it too. Even though it's sculpted, it still moves around. So
pliability, like a little bit of pliability.
Which brings me to
speaking of arms,
brings me to this piece right here. This was a pleasant surprise because I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear anything in the background. I didn't know this was coming. No warning, no nothing. And then bomb, they just dropped it like it was nothing. You know what I mean? And again, we for people who actually had the original version, I know that there was, and I didn't, now mind you, I didn't have the original Bane. It wasn't something I actually had in my collection at that time because I wasn't collecting anything from the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm just playing catch up now. But looking at this, it's like, wow, like this, everything dropped. If I'm correct, Shane, everything basically dropped in like almost one night. We got the Cap release, then we got the Batman release from Arkham, and then they got the reveal of this like later on in at night as well. in the morning, whatever. And again, I was just like everybody else who woke up. Like, I got a couple of messages, but I was half asleep. My girl wasn't letting me get out of the bed. She's like, we ain't having that. Take your ass to sleep. So I was like, all right, cool. So I had to wait till the next day. But then I woke up and I was like, oh shit, this is really real. And it looks really, really so good. Shane, first thoughts when you actually saw this piece, bro. Where were you at, man?
Oh yeah. I was just like, it wasn't that they 2.0'd it. Like, okay. We saw they did the DX19, they improved it from the DX12 and the DX02, and it was the right height. Mm-hmm. They then had the Anne Hathaway Catwoman. But like you mentioned on streams before, that the fact that they didn't change the Batman Begin threw a bit of spanner in the works. So it's like, are we going to get the exact same thing again? Yeah. Or are we going to get like Bane with a minor upgrade? The shocking thing was that they listened pretty much to all the requests we had. We wanted seamless arms. We have seamless arms. We wanted them the right proportions. They are more movie accurate. We wanted the body, because like the Bane I sold today was a Fison M35. That's an Arnold Schwarzenegger from like Terminator 1 type body. This guy doesn't have that body. He's more stocky. It's more like rounder. He had a bit of a belly. If anything here, like they maybe underdid the belly, but I don't really think so. I suppose with the vest on the outside, it kind of compacts that down a bit. But like, what's there to critique? I mentioned the joint on the left hand, or maybe the fact that they don't have the black jumper from the last fight scene, but someone's just got it's a piece of material. Like the coat as well, it's apparently not pleather. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are speculating, it doesn't say it's leather, so which a lot of people are saying it's possibly the same material that the Nightmare Batman 2.0 coat is made from.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what it's made from, okay? Like, once it doesn't go peeling, I don't care. This, like, they threw in the rolling eyes function.
Yeah.
Like, this... I totally pre-ordered it yesterday. Like, it's done. It's done. And it's... Like, I don't sell that often, and this is a situation where, like, no, I need to... And, I took maybe about a 25% or 30% loss on what so that's okay. I've accepted that. Like, I can't expect to get the same thing back. I've always accepted that. And you won't hear me whinging about it, because this is like, yes. Yeah. Very excited about
those arm proportions and the scarring on the back of the neck.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
The scarring on the back of the neck they got, and, with the wrinkles, the dimples, everything is actually there. Like, wow. Like,
he's got his work coat for work, and then he's got his little Paris Fashion Week coat for his dates. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Yeah.
It definitely is a piece. Rich, your thoughts on this, because I know when you saw it, the excitement was just like,
100%. I have owned the original. And it was when I got that big bulk buy, and I got the camo tumbler, and I got this as well, and I got a couple of other things. I got this, and he was way too skinny. He was way too small. I mean, you can see on the bottom left picture the difference between his build. And he was really that skinny. He was tremendously skinny on it. He did not look right. For everybody out there who's going to probably say about InArt have their work cut out for them, because this does not get any better. I think personally it looks fantastic. The fact that they've got a metal skeleton as well, like they did the Hellboy a while ago, which by all accounts never had it, but by all accounts really helped the articulation and the movement of the figure, and obviously general build. The fact that they've got the scars, they've got proportions perfect. Everything about this could have been a DX. It could have been a DX 100%. It looks spectacular. I am so happy about it, because this is what we needed from the Dark Knight lineup. Obviously, I know we've got a Joker coming in from InArt, and we're probably not going to see one from Hot Toys for a while. But this is the one that we needed. We needed this Bane, and I think it's just fantastic. I have a DX19. And I was going to sell it because I thought, I'm going to get the InArt one. But instead, I'm going to have the DX19 with this Bane. and I'm going to basically have them fight, because I love this scene. I absolutely love the fight when they are fighting, and it's just taking them apart one bit by bit. The fact that they've got the same base as the Catwoman, I think that's great, because you can incorporate that in some kind of diorama if you wanted to. I think it looks fantastic. I haven't got a bad word to say about this, mate. It's fantastic. Wait a minute.
I got one bad word to say.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. I got one bad thing to say about this piece, bro.
Go on.
That it's too fucking far out. That I can't wait.
I know. Patience.
It's too fucking far out.
I know.
I cannot wait for it. Cam, come on, man. Come on, jump on the DC side, bro. Like, you got a whole bunch of DC. Come on, Cam. You just
probably
on.
not.
Probably good.
I'll say this. It looks amazing. Okay. You couldn't have got a better 2.0, I think, right now. And for two companies to anonymously be working together, not even know that they're giving us what we really want at the same time. But like you said, competition brings ingenuity, and this is what everybody's been looking for. So you can have two different lines and bringing them together to complete your set of the figures that you actually want. So I think that's great. Literally it looks perfect for me. So whoever's adding this to the collection, you guys are, if you're just starting to collect, you came at a really good time. Right.
You did. You definitely did, because like, I mean, I saw it, and the thing is, I pre-ordered it, through Kit, but I couldn't. The thing is, man, like, you have the DX19. We know, and I wanted, before I go over here to go to you, Alan. I mean, because this is a discussion that we're going to kind of have here in a minute. I'm glad you brought that up, Rich, about the whole InArt thing. So we're going to have that right after we get done with this. Alan, I know you're excited about it, bro. And I can almost, I as soon as when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I can see the black background. I can see the texture. I can see the focus on the eyes. I can see like the cinematography look. I can see it all coming out your camera, bro. What's your thoughts on it, bro?
I can't wait. I pre-ordered it yesterday. 100% it's coming home. And I haven't pre-ordered anything for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think the excitement just really got me. Like, I need to just make sure I'm getting it. Yeah, I can't wait. Like, look at that. I think the best thing for me is the movable eyes. Because I think Shane said it, and it's well known kind of fact that, like, obviously because you can't see his mouth in the film, a lot of his acting and a lot of the kind of the emotions were through his eyes and acting with his eyes. So I mean, just angling up them up like there, that just says a lot. Do you know what I mean? He does everything with just the look, his eyes. So having the ability to move them is just a win, 100% win. And it's nice to see them kind of incorporate that into a lot more figures now. I think they have to. Obviously, they used to reserve that for the DX figures, but now we don't. Obviously, with InArt around. The more they throw this into just regular figures, the better, because if your person is frightened to pose something, you can just move the eyes, and that could be enough. And I think that'll be the case with this one, I think, because I'll be very nervous about overly posing the arms and things like that. But if he's kind of just stood there, slight museum pose, just change just move the eyes, that could be enough.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know what, and Alan, you bring up one important point, that the figure itself just standing there has presence.
Oh yeah,
just standing as menacing as, because I can, like, the way I want to do this is to have where you can see from Batman's perception, like basically from his vantage point, where you can actually see Bane in front of him. So it's like you're looking over Batman's shoulder, you can see him in the silhouette, and you just see Bane. That is going to be incredible. That's all it needs, is just something like that. Yeah, it is going to be like, I might take a few, I'm going to take a lot of photos and do a video or take a position on it. But man, I mean, it just has a lot of presence,
so much
already.
Presence. And I think you get, look at that. You get the broken cowl as well, I think, with it again. Just holding that. That's perfect. Look at that.
That looks. Look at that, bro. Like this, even this scene right here. Yeah, it's exciting times, man.
Yeah.
It really is. And like you said, like we talk about like the proportions, because when you look at and compare this one with the other one, you can tell this a bit more beefy. That's that's Gotham's ass, bro. Like straight up, bro. Like,
Gotham's ass and back.
That's, you know what I mean. Like, that's Gotham's ass, bro. But straight up, like it's definitely going to be worth it having this piece. And here's the thing, I keep forgetting. I'm like, fuck. Not only we got Selena Kyle coming soon through. You know, she's coming soon. I already had her pre-ordered a long time ago. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that. Hopefully there's an update. I'm really hoping that they give it, a better treatment. But here's the thing. The fear of it is I just hope that there is is innovation with that figure, not a decline like they did with Batman Begins. I hope they even rethink this. And I'm hoping that they're hearing these discussions and that we'll later on see a disclaimer. Hey, we know you were disappointed about the Batman Begins. We decided to retool it. Didn't like it. Send it back. Well, I'm hoping they won't. But I would hope that they would do something like that. At least, but at least give us a better cow.
There's not a chance they're going to do that.
I know they won't. They did it with, they did it with the Iron Man head sculpt. I was just thinking that they would probably do it with that cow, at least with the cow. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. It could happen. It may not. Who knows?
But can you go to the one where he's standing on the base?
You want to go to the one where he's on the base?
Yeah.
All right. Let me bring that.
If you look at the one where he's standing on the base.
Look at this son bitch right here.
That's pretty packed in a lot of stuff. See, now Marco for 166 was saying like this is enough, and like when I think of Bane, I do think of the full with the coat, with the collar and that long coat. When I think of Bane, I just think of that kind of look for him. But the more I spoke to Marco, I was like, yeah, this is versatile because now you have like 3 looks and then infinite poses. So you've got this, you've got it with the long coat, you got it with the shorter coat, but like this here, just with that base. I just think it's just going to have a lot of presence, and if you are worried about the seamless arms and stuff like that, this is a harmless pose. It's so simple, out of the box, few tweaks. Look, just presence. Like
I've just gone onto my previous pictures, and this is the old version. And if you can see it, if you just on the one screen, if you can
bring it up. Hold on, let me see.
So as you can see. Damn. He doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. But what a difference in comparison. I had to cover his arms up because they were atrocious. They were just really jointed, not very good at all.
And the legs as well.
The legs too skinny. Yeah, just not in proportion at all. So yeah,
because he looks like he's wearing a life jacket.
Yeah,
he looks like a normal size guy wearing a life jacket. It's like he's going canoeing.
Yeah, it's just so normal. Yeah. It was that bald guy. Yeah, but this is a massive move forward, and I'm really happy with it. Definitely. I just thought I'd show you that, just a real life example.
Nah, it makes so much sense. Like I mean, because when we look at this piece, and here when I'm looking at this right here, you can take the back of the base. You can take that.
You take it off.
Yeah, that could be removed. And if you think about it, you can actually have the DX19 on the because Catwoman comes with the same base, of course, we know that. But you can have the DX19 on the other side. You know what I mean? Like you could do something like that. That would look good. But yeah, it is. It's so much that you actually get with this. Again, that jacket, this. I mean, come on, man. Like I'm happy. That they're doing something like this. It makes sense, towards that level of innovation. But I want to get into a discussion really quick here. And because we kind of hinted to it, I'm glad, Rich, that you basically brought this up. And, I kind of wanted to kind of talk about it because I'm like, okay, InArt versus Hot Toys, why does this have to be a thing? Like, why can't we welcome the simple fact that we have 2 companies that are giving us top level figures? Why is it that we're hearing this discussion now? And mind you, a lot of us don't really have, like for me, I know Alan, you have the Joker in hand. You know what I mean? So of course you're enjoying it for what you have, your perception of it. You can see I don't have it in hand, so I have to kind of wait. I know Will Foxification got it, and he did a review on it. And he did an honest review. And I love that review. I love the simple fact that he was honest because he critiqued it. He was like, okay, this is nice about this figure, but this is where they can improve. You know, he was talking about the base. He was talking about like, you know, even the wrist joints. Like sometimes you got to be careful with it with the magnet. He doesn't know how strong it's going to be over time. He was also talking about how you have to readjust the collar to put the head sculpt in, and then, you know, shuffle it back up. Depending. Now, it may not be for everybody, but I know how was your experience with it, bro?
It was good. It was good. I think obviously when I unboxed it, I sent a picture to you guys, you know, in our little chat. I did have a slight defect with mine. Basically the purple coat version, when I took it out the bag, obviously everything comes bagged inside the box. The right foot was kind of pointed 90 degrees to, you know, pointing at the other foot, which obviously is a bit like, ooh, that looks a bit shit. Yeah. So I adjusted that, and the left foot, like the toe was pointed up slightly, and obviously I wanted to like make it flush, but it was kind of stuck. I don't know if there's like been a spot of glue touching, you know, but on the tongue of the shoe touching the sock, and obviously when the shoes come down, it's left like a hole in the sock. Ooh. Which, you know, obviously because it's not sat down, you can't see the sock, so I'm kind of all right with it. I have contact. I got it from 1/6 Kit. And I just messaged Kit and told him the situation and sent a picture of it. I think that he's going to try and get in touch with InArt and try and get me some new socks. But
okay,
yeah, like overall, like it was a good experience. I feel scared because obviously some of the joints are very stiff, especially the ankles. You know, obviously the very strong ankles, because they don't want them to like tip over, I suppose, on the magnetic base. So I'm very scared to kind of move them too much. Obviously I just need to kind of warm them up and tease them a little bit to kind of get them a bit more you know, so I can move them a bit more. But yeah, on the whole, like it's great. It's been really good. I think I watched Will's review. I think it was either the day that I got it, or the day before, and I was messaging because Brandon Salad messaged me and said, "Have you seen Will's review?" And it was a bit more kind of sobering, I think, like watching that and going, do you know what I mean? Because you've heard such high praise and everyone's been like, "This is perfect." Yeah, it was interesting to say, oh, you know, hear Will say, well, actually, like they could improve on this and they could improve on that, and I do agree. I've not messed around too much with the forearms, you know, the magnetic forearms, because I don't want to fuck around with the sleeves on the seated version. So I haven't like taken them off, but the hands, like you don't feel a pull with a magnet. Do you know what I mean? They don't snap in like they do with like the statues and things like that I've seen, you know, on video reviews of the statue. So yeah, it's a bit like you just put it in and it just, do you know what I mean? It goes on easier than a regular wrist peg.
Surely that's to do with the size of the magnet, though.
Yeah.
Because the magnetic force doesn't produce that much.
Yeah, I was expecting like a slightly more of a kind of like a snap on with you know, like the magnetic kind of attraction, but there wasn't really one. I think it's literally just as Rich said, the tiniest magnet, just to add like a little bit more, you know.
You wanted a bit more ASMR when it actually clipped in. You wanted some, like that feeling of therapy, like, you know,
just like
that's fair enough.
But yeah, like on the whole, like it is great, and you do kind of like with the really subtle weathering on the coat and things like that. You do notice and you go, ooh, yeah, there's a lot of they've really taken care, you know, attention. But it like, as you can probably see, you can't really see it much, but it really does just slot in with the Hot Toys that I've got. It doesn't look out of place. Obviously, mine's the sculpted version, but even like, I don't, you know, let's get that out the way.
Nice. It looks good, bro.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
it looks amazing.
It looks good. It definitely looks good back there, bro.
The hardest like thing is the amount of accessories, and it's like, oh, what shall I give him? Do you know what I mean? There's so much that you could do with it.
Yeah.
Just kind of like paralyzed with choice. Do you get it? Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a really good thing.
I definitely like. The only thing I want to pose him, and I love the way you have him seating on the bench, bro. That presence. Ooh, that's incredible.
I do have to say about the prison cell. when you slot in the jail bars, it really does not want to come out of the base.
Oh, really?
Because I slotted in to take some pictures, and I thought, well, obviously because it's too tall to fit in the detail, I'm going to take it out and just put this in.
Yeah.
And it gave me a really hard time, and I felt I thought I was going to break it taking it out. Wow. So because obviously the recess it locks in, because the metal's so heavy, and the it's quite the recess is quite deep. So it does give it like a really satisfying once it's in, it's not going to come out. It's not going anywhere. But if you want to take it out, so I'd say if anyone is thinking like, oh, I'm just going to do that, maybe don't put the
don't put it in. Don't do it, or just if that's you have that decision on whether or not you want to do it that way, or if you just again, that's good to know, bro. That's definitely good information.
Really good. Really good.
But the thing is, like I said, I wanted to bring this up because again, like I've heard this on so many different streams when it comes to Bane. It's like, oh yeah, the Bane looks good, but I'm gonna wait for InArt. I'm gonna wait for InArt. I'm going to wait for InArt to give us the Wonder Woman. I'm going to wait for InArt to give us a Bane. I'm going to wait for InArt to give us Santa Claus. I'm just saying, like, everybody is saying that they're going to wait for InArt, when not everybody has actually gotten, the Joker in hand yet, number one. I'm going to get, like, I can't, once it arrives and once I get it, then I'll be able to actually judge for myself. I know I'm going to love it. But at the same time, I'm not willing to discredit Hot Toys for what they've given us for so many years. You know what I mean? But I think it's really safe to have two companies coexist, in the same space. Cam, what do you think about that, man?
Yeah, I would definitely say I believe that they can coexist, but I think as people and as humans, we automatically, as adolescents, we're already prepped for competition, right? Like, even being in school, trying to get the best grades, you want to be ahead of the class. Hearing music, Queen, We Are the Champions, you know what I'm saying? No Time for Losers. We're automatically programmed to see competition without people saying like, hey, that's my rival, I'm trying to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? We automatically see two companies trying to jock for a top position and say like, okay, well, they're not fighting, but like they both want to get our money, you know what I'm saying? And depending on the products that they put out, that will justify whether we want to pay for it or not. But I do think they can both coexist because, I mean, at the same time, what if InArt decides, hey, you know what, we're not going to do the Bane.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, man, you waited to possibly get this Bane maybe like in 2 years. I don't know, whenever they decide if they end up doing it. And then you miss out on this great opportunity, which one I think looks really good.
Yeah.
And you're kind of SOL, So, I mean, I wouldn't just like, count all my ducks in a pond right now. I would just kind of, appreciate both of them for what they are. Cause like Hot Toys is they're still giving us, some rock star figures right now. InArt is definitely doing something brand new that we haven't seen. And like you said, competition strikes ingenuity, which I don't think we would get these 2.0s or these really great, looking figures with all these accessories if InArt wasn't still around right now, or if they didn't come into figures. So I mean, we'll see, man.
Definitely.
It's tough. So.
William Owens, definitely. Every product has strengths and weaknesses. We got Swiss companies drop one figure, mofos don't know how to act. Like, I mean, it's I don't know. He said yes, somebody said yes, InArt Santa from Violent Night. That would be dope. I still didn't see that movie yet, but I want to see it. I heard it was pretty good. But yeah, man, Shane, your thoughts on this topic, bro?
I think we're the real winners here. Like if you do have these like obviously like both companies are aware of each other, and I'd say there probably is a bit of competition between them, as in like, InArt are new on the scene, they've got to establish themselves. There's a reason that they picked one of the most iconic characters that had been done before, although it was like 10 years ago from the DX11 now at this stage. But there's a reason they picked, okay, we're going to pick a cash cow. we're going to pick something from an iconic movie. We're going to pick something that has like, it's not just a good character, a great character that everyone knows, but everyone knows that this particular performance is like it's top tier. You know what I mean? So, and then they went out there and they seem to have delivered what they said they would. I haven't got it in hand. Then I suppose you won't really know until you fully get it in hand. But I mean, even that argument, it's like, how many videos and how many photos do you need to see before you go, yeah, this is great? Like, no. Yeah, so like at the same time, it's like, again, there's a narrative been spun about handing over the keys to the kingdom, but it's not like that either. Like Hot Toys been doing this for what, since 2005 or I don't know, how long have they been doing this? Been doing this for 20 years or something?
They've been doing this for a long time.
They have like, you know, some great sculptors and painters and engineers and designers, and they've got their production lines sorted, and they've got their distribution lines sorted, and they've got their business practice down. Are they perfect? No, but they give us some fantastic products, like, and just pass on the ones you don't like, get the ones you do. And InArt, like, it doesn't mean that, oh god, InArt here, you got to buy everything in InArt, because you mightn't like any of these characters. You know what I mean? Or do you sell all your Hot Toys? No, that's ridiculous. You buy what you like.
You buy what you like.
You buy what you love. Actually, exactly, I'll go further on that, because if I bought what I like, I'd be broke. The InArt Gandalf is the perfect example. I can look at that and not be jealous because I'm not getting it, but just go, God, this is amazing. But I'm just not a diehard Lord of the Rings fan. So I think they can coexist. You pick and choose. And you know what? Look, if they do a Bane in a few years from now or whatever, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, who knows? Maybe they do it and it's that much better, and I can justify getting two or justify in selling the Hot Toys one. I don't know what I'm gonna be at, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'm 40 this year. I'm halfway through my life. Time is the only currency that matters. So if I want to wait another 2 years, I'm already going to have to wait a year, maybe 18 months to get this Bane. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's going to come a time where you will have pre-orders, and then you will die, and you won't get to see what they're like. You know what I mean?
That's sobering, isn't it? That, very true.
What I mean? It's like there's, all of us are going to experience. We'll be watching some season. Maybe it's the new Game of Thrones or Last of Us or Breaking Bad, and you'll be on the last season, so invested, and then we'll kick the bucket, and then it's like, I'm never get to figure out. And it's the same with pre-orders, like, so. Yeah. My point is, this one will be released in 12 months. It looks amazing, and I'm going to get it. And if they aren't doing another one, I'll cross that bridge when it comes to
it. When you come to it. I mean, that's just basically the way it is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you up, but it's different. It's different if it's like the DX19 version. Yeah. Because they've said they're going to do it. It's on the list. The Joaquin Phoenix, it's on the list. The Wonder Woman, it's on the list. But John might have mentioned they're doing a Bane. It's not on the list though.
Yeah, it wasn't on the list.
So you could be waiting for nothing.
In our Bane with rooted hair. That's funny. But no, I mean, again, I pulled up this Aragorn again. Beautiful piece. I've seen a lot of people who sold off the what was that other company that actually had the Lord of the Rings figures? Asmus. I mean, people who have basically been, but I've seen some people that said, nope, I have my Asmus. I'm gonna actually, still settle with it. I'm good with it. It gives me what I want, and I'm cool. But it's good that, we can have the discussion where we have two companies, and most of these companies that still can coexist, third-party companies that are nailing it, InArt, Hot Toys. There's so many companies out there that are actually doing their thing right now. Rich, your thoughts on this, man?
I think people can say and do whatever they want as long as it's not hurting people's feelings. I think if it's their money, they go out there and they spend it however they want. If people want to wait for something that might never come, that's up to them. But the fact that another name is now in the conversation, I think it's good. I think it's positive. I think it's a positive thing that like we said, we've seen the benefits of this Joker being released from InArt, the innovation from Hot Toys. That will only happen more and more. We have more options. The fact is that Hot Toys make more different. They have more releases. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. They have more releases every year compared to 10 times more compared to what the InArt will have. They'll release 3 or 4 a year, where Hot Toys will do between 35 and 50 sometimes. We have to kind of go, okay, that's fine. That's not a bad thing that people are having their head turned. I am guilty of that as well, of saying, okay, I'm going to sell my Ben Affleck Batman because I know they're going to do an InArt version. The moment they do and they announce that, the value of this Ben Affleck will go down. It's difficult enough to sell it now, even if never mind anything else. But my honest opinion is that people can say, I'm going to wait for this, I'm going to wait for that. That's fine. You mentioned J&D behind the scenes. When J&D start doing 1/6 scale, there's not going to be many people out there that's going to be able to realistically afford that, because that's stupid prices, and that's something that I won't be able to touch with a barge pole. But what I can do is go, okay, set my expectations. I can do 1, 2, or 3 sculpted versions, double packs if I can per year, and a few scatterings of a DeLorean and a few others from Hot Toys. I'm happy with that, and I think it's good. The answer is what I think. I think it is very much a good thing that other names are there. Hot Toys will not be dethroned, but I think they can share the crown a bit.
Yeah, they can share space, and that's the thing is like. But here's the thing. Can we honestly say that we would have gotten the innovation with Bane, the innovation with Wonder Woman, if it wasn't for companies like InArt who have come into the fray and have really? Can we say that they would have done that?
No way.
You know what I mean?
No way. They're probably reserved a lot of that innovation for the DX, I think.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what we wouldn't have seen. We can't see it away. I think we would definitely not have seen the upgraded photos of the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah.
Because that is probably going to be the most interesting one to me, because if people are comparing, and it's inevitable that people will compare, like, you have a movie like I don't know, Empire Strikes Back, then Return of the Jedi comes out, and you naturally compare. You go, it wasn't as good as the first one, or maybe it was, whatever. So we all know that the Joker, it's not a fair comparison to compare it with the DX11 because it's so old. But both of those figures, the InArt one is due to drop like the end of Q1. I think it's March, as early as March this year. It's Q1, Q2. And then the Batman is anywhere between, I think it's April and June or something like that. So they're both dropping at the same, more or less, quarter. And it will be a comparison. So I don't think we would have seen those updated photos of, well, we've made the bat symbol diecast, and we've fixed the hair, it's now messy, we've improved the sculpt and all that, and that's great. We win, win there, So I still don't know which one's going to be better. You know what I mean? Like, they both look great.
That's the thing, is like, the thing is, we earn that win because of how vocal we are. We're vocal about these things, and they listen to us. You know what I mean? They hear us basically out here. Whether it's on forums, different groups, content creation, they hear us having these conversations back and forth, which it gives them that push to say, okay, now they are vocal now. Or even, with Hot Toys, they might look at some of the things that they've given us and like, oh shit, we're exposed. You know what I mean? Now we got to go back, retool some things, because I'm pretty sure they've heard a bucket load about that, Batman Begins figure. They dropped the ball on it. They may not go back and fix it. They'd be like, fuck, we just know what we have to do going forward. Going forward, we have to basically make sure that we're, handling it the right way. That we're giving people the figures that they want to have. We know there's competition out there. We know there's a space, for, other companies such as InArt to come around and say, hey, we're in the fray, we're throwing our hands out there. The difference between, of course, is the simple fact that you have a company like Hot Toys that already has so much that they're dealing with, so many different IPs. They have Disney on their back, like, dumping. So that also becomes a thing. So it's just, I don't know. It's kind of a thing now that we have to look out for and just be like, look, it's to be expected. But I think that when we have these conversations, even people out in the chat, people who collect, just be mindful that it's okay. It's okay for us to have two different companies. It's okay to say, oh, I'm gonna purchase this from Hot Toys, but I'm gonna get this particular figure from InArts. It's okay. You know what I mean?
And the thing is as well, so I didn't mean to overtalk you there, but I think I've seen a lot of the things with the groups. The moment anybody mentions anything about InArt, people are just jumping on them.
Yeah.
It's getting silly. It's getting really silly now. I'm stepping away from that stuff. I've seen it. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think it's just silly. It's like people are entitled to spend their money how they want to spend it, rightly or wrongly with some stuff. But I think they should have those conversations and not feel like they should be chastised for it. I really do.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Good point there. But yeah, I mean, again, there's space. There's always space. Just remember that there's space to actually have, you know, to have your interest, a common interest in both, either, you know, InArt, Hot Toys. There's always going to be space there. And I think that, again, it's a win-win. Like Shane, everybody's been saying, it's a win-win for us all. We win at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because we have variances. We have so many different things. Swear to God, though, if Hot Toys gets, or if InArts gets a Star Wars license, not saying that they will, but if they do, it's over for me. I'm just saying. Especially if they go back and give us the OT characters, it's fucking over.
Don't even say that.
If they give us OT, it is over, bro. Like, I'm just saying, if they do something like that, if
Han Solo, badass.
Hell yeah, bro. If they give
Imagine
us that,
how good the rooted Chewie would look.
Yeah, exactly.
Rooted Chewie, the whole damn body hair.
Yeah,
it's even got that Wookiee smell.
He'll give you a brush, a little bit of everything.
Scruffy looking nerve herder, bro. Like straight up, man. Like it. I would definitely be on it. But here's what I want to talk about, though, because again, if you see at the bottom of the thumbnail, we're talking about how, you know, we have only 4 figures left. We got Shang-Chi, we have Wenwu, we have the Mark 1, and actually we have a few of them here. The Mark 1, we also actually have both the clones. We have the clones and the I think we have you know, those figures haven't been released yet. So we got quite a few things actually coming. Like, what do you think now because, you know, I know, Rich, you talked about this in the very beginning, you know, that there is a, you know, they typically do a release, you know, on the new year.
Like an announcement. Yeah. Like a big announcement or a big, big release. Yeah.
So again, like, I mean, there's, you know, of the list now, I know I put only 4 here, but there's more, you know what I mean? There's 5, you know, there's actually 6 in total left, you know what I mean? If counting both the clones. So, are we going to dip back into, do you think that we're going to dip back into Marvel? Are we going to dip into Star Wars again? Or are they going to give us that Mark 1 that everybody's been looking for?
I think, well, I called it last week. I said they were going to do an IP. So they did the DC last week, and I said they're going to do Batman and they're going to do Wonder Woman, and they did. I think they're going to do, I mean, they're going to do Marvel this week, I think, because obviously got Wenwu and you got Shang-Chi, Chinese New Year. I know it wasn't released properly in China, etc., but those are gentlemen of Asian descent that would very much be celebrated within that Chinese New Year celebration. I think that would be great. That would be a business move that would be correct, and I think would be the right one. I think we're going to get those two. I think we're going to get those 2 this week.
So you think it's going to be Wenwu and
Shang-Chi? I think they're going to release it on the same day, and then they might do an announcement. But I think that's what we're going to get. That's just my opinion. It's just off the top of the dome. I have no inside information at all. No one speaks to me. So yeah. I think that those 2.
So you think it's going to basically be 2? Okay, let's go to you, Alan. Alan, what do you think we're going to get? Like, which figures or what figure do we think is going to be in the discussion this week as far as upcoming?
I think Rich is onto something there. I think Shang-Chi is probably. I can see them both coming out on the same day. So on the same day when we went and Shang-Chi. But I'd put money on those 2 personally.
Yeah,
but. The Mark 1 as well.
Yeah.
Was that announced first? Was that of the three?
I think so. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe the Mark 1.
I believe it was because the Mark 1 was. Yeah, it was right.
It was right during the time.
2021 Toy Fair exclusive, I think.
Yeah, it was.
It's nearly 2 years, man. Nearly 2 years.
Yeah, I could see maybe the Mark 1. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
As long as they don't fuck around and give us that Silver Centurion.
It's coming. Right? It's coming. You know it is.
Cam, you go.
You know that's gonna be my guess. I was like, that Silver Centurion and that Mark 1 gonna come out, I think. Because you know how the Asian market loves Iron Man, dude. So they're gonna squeeze that orange until it's gone. I don't know.
But do they love it more than they love Wenwu?
I don't know. I don't know. That is true. That is true. So I mean, those two are a toss-up. I can tell you what's not coming. Those clones.
You don't think it's gonna be clones?
Jesse and I called him Cody last week. Sorry, buddy. Jesse and the shiny.
This is shiny.
They're gonna be last. But I'm hoping. I mean, they do the Silver Centurion, Iron Man, and then we get like a special release, just like how we had with this Bane.
Yeah,
special announcement. That'd be cool.
So you want the Silver Centurion?
No, I just want to get it out of the way. So just like, I don't want it. Like I'm just like release it, get it out of the way. Yeah. Boom, we're done with it. We can get on to other stuff.
I mean, it's inevitable at this point. You know what's going to come. Like we're going to definitely get it. It's just we don't know when. I don't know. It might be the Mark 1 this week. But again, I don't know. We have to see. Shane, what are your thoughts, bro?
Man. Have you ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no one makes me bleed my own blood. I love that movie. And when I saw this, I felt like I was in Dodgeball because there's nothing here. There's only one thing here that I'm actually going to commit to. So I was just kind of like, wallet's safe. I know that a lot of people are not that lucky because there's a lot of good stuff on this particular thing. But I haven't a clue. Like I'm a bit like Rich. Like I've got no insider information. You know, you couldn't. If I was a betting man, I'd probably go for the two guys for Shang-Chi. Like it would make sense for the two of them to be released together. But we know again, I come back to the same old one-liner. This is the company that released Pennywise at Christmas time.
That's true.
Like, I don't know. Did they think it was a Christmas decoration? Well, he is white and red, and so is Santa. So you know, it's like, but there's no logic here. It would make sense, but I don't know.
And then remember when we got the I think it was before this one, we got the last release slate that we got from them. It had Miles on there, and then Miles was pushed. You know what I mean? So I don't know when that's going to be.
Do you know what? I think it's Pulau 89. Says get ready for the N1 Starfighter pre-order to drop in March.
My God.
Like I'm a non-believer when it comes to the N1 Starfighter. I don't think that's happening. I want it to happen because I know a lot of people are excited about it, and I want to just get popcorn and watch the streams and see how much it's going to cost and see how much the shipping is going to cost. I will enjoy it and just I will ogle over it, but it's not for me. I don't think it's coming. But if they're going to do that, they're going to do that on some sort of a big event. Would that be? Yeah. Whether it's a Toy Fair exclusive or whether surely they know that's too big to just drop on a Tuesday in February. Yeah. Or it has to be like a Star Wars celebration. Ooh. That would make perfect sense, which is why it probably won't happen. But you know, like it'd be bloody good marketing, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would.
I'd love to be able to see all 6 foot of it.
It would. It's just like, I mean, it's a conversation to be had because we've been talking about this. That N1, I think in all honesty, bro, I think that with the anticipation, but also timing, they should have just did it a while ago. Because now, I think that conversation is kind of like dwindling away. You know what I mean? Or they could be waiting. For the N1, yeah.
Oh, they're going to wait until the first episode of season 3 comes out.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was like. They could wait.
That's when the Mando hype is there. It's the same thing's going to happen with Chrome Mando that's out there on the same picture. Yes, people have already put the order in, but they will be, if they haven't ordered it before, they will be the moment they see the first episode of season 3.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's you got to ride the hype train, and I think that's going to be the moment that they do that.
Yeah, and I think that even like somebody out there brought up an interesting point too, with the wave of what we're getting from DC. We could even see a Cyborg. You know what I mean? We could see that. What if they decided to drop Cyborg early? You know what I mean? What if they just said, you know what, it's there, we're going to actually drop it? Because I think when we're looking at it, I think what did they say the date was?
It's been moved, I think.
Now it's from February to March, so it's expected to ship still from February to March. We're going into February now. Again, they could still, out of nowhere to say, look, boom, here's Cyborg.
I think they're aiming for the 10-year anniversary of the Snyder Cut.
Might be. This one.
That's funny. That is funny. You know, they did some shit like that, bro.
I'll tell you one thing, man. The only thing I'm looking at in this photo, and I told you, I went and watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy again, and I was like, no, I'm good. I've made my peace with it. I'm like, no, I'm not a strong enough fan. That DeLorean is still calling to me. It just looks
so good.
Yeah.
Shane, go ahead, bro. Go on. You might as well go on get it. Just go on get it, bro. Just knock it out. Get it out the way.
I know it'll happen. I know it'll happen. It'll be like, I'll do that. I'll commit to it. I'll have beans and toast for several weeks, and then next thing, InArt will go, here's the DX19 and the Bruce Wayne that you didn't know that you needed, but you absolutely needed. And then like, I'm a Back to the Future fan. I'm here, fair weather fan at best. But then the Dark Knight is up here. I'm just like, well, you are a moron, So
yeah, what's in front of you. I think what's presented right there in front of you. I think that DeLorean, like I've done, I've sacrificed 3 Hot Toys. I've sold 3 Hot Toys to get this because it's something that I care really truly about. If they announce a Bruce Wayne from InArt and from the Dark Knight, I'll still get it, but I'll just put it on payment plan, or I'll put a deposit down. I know that I'm getting this DeLorean. So I think it's everyone's different, but I think this only comes around only so often. Yeah.
But you said it. You literally summed it up there. You said because these movies mean so much to you, whereas for me it's like I like the movies,
right?
You know what I mean? But it's not like an integral part of my childhood the way RoboCop and Terminator was. I was left unsupervised so much, but like amazing. Integral parts of my childhood, watching those 6 guys blow this guy smithereens with shotguns, and like people coming back through time to kill women. Like why? Right. This is my childhood.
This is your childhood. This is what it was. I mean, the thing is with the DeLorean for me, I'm like, it was. I like the film. I mean, I like the movies definitely. I base it on this. Even in my childhood, there were movies that were just, there strong points. Movies that spoke to me that I latched onto that were a part of just my development, the nostalgia, everything. Back to the Future wasn't one of them, but I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed Back to the Future, but not enough to say that I needed a Doc Brown, that I needed a Marty, that I needed the DeLorean. It's just not. So it was an easy it wasn't even hesitation. It was just an easy pass for me. But I still think it's a magnificent piece. But I know it speaks to a lot of people. But for me, it was just easy. I didn't have anything. I wasn't planning on getting it at all.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. So I just gauge it off of that. RoboCop, shit. I mean, I remember being in the theater the first damn day the film, and I was like, damn, as kids, even like we had to have been like, damn, 15, 16, like probably about 14, 15 years old, 16, I don't know. I was like, there's no damn way I should have been in that damn theater. Like, I should have been in there. Like, but we were there watching this film, and it's shit that I was like, I can't believe they pulled it off on the damn theater, and they let us in. You motherfuckers let us in. Okay, let's go in. But I mean, that was just nostalgia for me. Of course, Star Wars, everything there. But Back to the Future, honestly, I never even went to the theater to see it. I saw it on VHS tape, like literally, back when I was young, or on television. It wasn't something I was really attached to, so it was just easy. But I know this attached to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. All right, so let's see here. What else do we got, and what else are we looking at? I think that's basically just about it, man. Like for today's discussion, it's been a good one. You know, I've had fun. I'm pretty sure you guys have actually had fun. Cam, what you got coming up next, bro?
Yeah, man. So nothing right now, to be honest with you. Still on baby watch. We're hoping this child will just jump
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Probably not the way it's going. So yeah, man. Thank you for having me as always. Finally hit 300, like I said earlier. Thank you again. Now I'm headed on my way to 500. I'm gonna drop some new videos. I got some good videos coming out in February for Black History Month based on around figures. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun discussions though. So can't wait to share those with you guys though.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Thank you for being here as always, Cuzzo. Shane, what you got coming up next, bro? Oh. I was looking for it. I was like, oh shit. There it is. You're muted, bro.
Hello everyone. It's my first day. Yeah, so I got the review for Mark 1. It's been up for a while now. It's such a biased review because I absolutely love it. The thing is, I don't buy figures to like review and then sell them on. I tend to buy things with the long-term goal to keep them a long time. So yeah, that's up there now, and he's posed there behind me with the Mark 6. Love it. You got that as well, Lil, didn't you?
You already know I did, bro. Yeah. Christmas time, I couldn't. Man, I can't. Yeah.
It is heavy, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is heavy. Just basically gushing. This is if you don't want to be enabled, don't watch this, because this is straight up hype, FOMO, and enabling. And there's a disclaimer on it as well. I got the Loki, and it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but you slap a helmet on that, get a simple. Just if you're interested in Loki, give this a watch. I'm actually really happy with it, but yeah, it's not perfect, and I do explain the drawbacks, and I'm sure you know them already. This was me wrestling. Was this the one you were on, Alan?
Yeah.
This was. We were wrestling with FOMO there and trying to cope with it. So it's an ongoing thing, and then again more hype and FOMO and enabling here. So yeah. If you haven't done so already and you want to check out my content, it's on YouTube 16figure focused, or on Instagram at 16figure focus. And if it's for you, if you like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if it's not, then don't. Thank you.
Yeah, let me pull this up real quick. As I was in the middle, I had to send off an email, or let me see here. So here we go. Definitely 16figure focus on IG, YouTube. Make sure that you do. You get presentations like you did just now. Like I can always expect every week for it to pop up, and I just put it up on the screen. So definitely thank you for being here, brother. A couple months away. I can't wait. I get a chance to share a pint with these motherfuckers. So this is going to be incredible. Ooh. It is going to be incredible. Alan, I'm going to find you, bro, because I'm going to be there for a while. So I'm going to find you, and we're going to let's go, bro.
Come to Liverpool.
Let's go, bro. I'm ready, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. So definitely you want to do that. Alan, since I actually have you up here, man, what you got coming up next, brother?
I've got some videos on YouTube, actually, on my YouTube channel. I haven't got many on there. I think it's like two or three. All kind of head sculpt focused. I think that's where my focus is going to be. Yeah, so if people want to go and have a look, that would be great. I obviously put a lot more content on Instagram. I'm more of a photographer than a videographer, but trying to do a
phenomenal. Don't even downplay that shit. Fucking nominal, bro. Like the pieces that you put up, I'm just like, fuck. Like, you know what? It's like I have. Now, mind you, I'm still working with the M50, and I'm also still working with my phone. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I don't have $2,000 to throw on an amazing camera. So I just got to do what I can, use the applications. I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, I just use tricks to try to do it. Your shit is on the next fucking level. I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, fuck you, Alan. Yeah, definitely.
That's high praise, man. I take that as a massive compliment.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's incredible, man.
But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been lovely. It's been a long time.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
As always, man. If you haven't already, Alan at 6 Scale Gallery on IG and YouTube. Incredible work. I mean, you definitely want to head over there. And last but not least, your boy, Mr. Mustache himself, Rich. What's going on with you, bro?
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for you guys for being so great this today. Al, always a pleasure. Great seeing you. Thanks everybody in the chat for your lovely words. For me, with my channel, I'm setting up the first film club for this year, which is going to be Batman Begins on the 31st of January. So I can't wait for that. A lot of trivia, a lot of what could have been before and stuff which I've already done behind the scenes. So it's a live stream for anyone who doesn't know out there. On my channel, Reviews with Rich, I do a film club where I recommend a film. Some people have already seen it before, or if they've not, and we talk about it on the live chat and also in the panel. And I talk about a lot of stuff which I've researched in terms of trivia and behind the scenes drama and all that kind of stuff like that, and we talk about the film, what we think about it. So it's always a great laugh and always a great time, and I always really enjoy doing that. I have been keep teasing this bloody bunker that I've got through, which is the IC custom bunker,
which I cannot wait. Ooh, boy.
Which I can't. I'm really happy for you to be getting that as well. So doing that this week will be launched this week. So if everyone can subscribe to my channel, Reviews with Rich, and reviews_with_Rich on IG. I'm on 355 at the minute. Trying to push those numbers up, but I've got to get the content out there. So if people like their films and they like their collecting, the mixture of, then please subscribe. And thank you everybody for being so lovely. Thank you.
Definitely, man. Thank you for being here as always. If you haven't, make sure that everybody out there, you subscribe to everybody here on the panel. I mean, great content each and every day, each and every week, great photos. I mean, literally, let's go, man. Like, I mean, this is what we do it all for. Get those subs up. If you haven't already liked this video, make sure you do. We're going to have Take Your Position later on. Me, myself, Cheating Ass Dan, and Loco Lou. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow's Comic Book Talk with Friends. Wednesday is Say What Wednesday. Thursday, of course, is Uncivilized Scoundrels. Oh, there goes your baby girl.
Rise and Chai.
Adorable, bro. Rise and Chai, definitely on Thursday. We're going to have Figure Flex Friday as always. If you haven't already, I've released 2 videos this week or this weekend. One was the Iron Man vintage. It was basically the Iron Man figure, classic Iron Man figure. It's the deluxe set for that. I've released that video. Also, I just released today at 9:00 the Arena Suit Boba Fett and the Chrome Clone Troopers Take Your Position. So that one dropped today. It's just showing you some different poses. Tomorrow at 9:00 I will be dropping a video for Taskmaster versus the Avengers. So I already got that one queued up, and that will actually be dropping tomorrow at 9:00. So stay tuned for that one. Again, we're getting back in the swing of things. It's just getting these videos out. I want to get those out and get those going. Some great content over there. Also, remember that we do still, and we are running this because you have to know, and yes, we need to, basically make sure that you understand that we are still pushing the Iron Man Origins giveaway. So yes, it's the Iron Man Origins figure. It's the giveaway supplied by my bro Marcos over there at Collector's Zone. Again, what you have to do is become a member of the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group, as well as the Collector's Zone Cantina on Facebook. Once you've done that, you find a video, it's up. You want to comment under that video why you love Iron Man and why it's your favorite character. And you have a chance to get put into the spinning wheel to win this figure for free. And it's the deluxe version. You don't know how much I paid for it, but I paid for this bitch. You get it for free. And it's an amazing piece to have. Swap out mask, suitcase, light up features, LED. It's dope. You won't be disappointed.
I'm really looking forward to you delivering that to me in April.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. I mean, it's an amazing piece to have, bro. It is. It's definitely an amazing piece to have.
Looks awesome.
But anyway, thank you guys, everybody out there, for being a part of this show. It's time to go. As always, keep it classy, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you got bets on some games, I hope it works out for you. I really, really does.
I'm praying.
Yeah, you're praying. Definitely. You're praying. And also, I'm putting bets on tomorrow that Cam's wife is going to have that baby. So let's go all day, every day. See you guys later. We are out. Peace.